What up, YouTube? How y'all feeling? Today, I'm gonna give y'all a 2-in-1. I'm gonna give y'all a little more on my bad, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I pay attention to this traffic. I'm gonna give y'all a 2-in-1, and we're gonna talk about Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse again. So that's gonna be part 2 in this joint, and I'm gonna give y'all the T.I. and the Lil T.I. story. I'm at opinion. My bad, y'all. But y'all know from the first joint we talked about how, Tank need to stand down. Me personally, I ain't see nothing else on it, so I don't think I'ma put it back, in the rhythm, and unless it's going. Hopefully they came across it. I doubt it, but hopefully they just thought about it and just really, said, all right, forget that. We ain't doing that. But for the most part, we ain't in that. Like, we rocking with Brazy. But the Finesse part, I did see Finesse online with one of the homies from I guess he from Memphis too, and he was telling Finesse like, hey, you ain't banned from Memphis. You literally still can come to Memphis right now if you want to. He let him know, like, basically, he said Stag G ain't nobody. That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. Finesse just was basically laughing the whole time. Whereas though, me personally, you can't do that, Finesse. You gotta go straight at him. Like, he coming straight at you. Brazy dropped another video. He in the back of a pickup truck, basically saying, pull up. Like, he letting them know, like, hey, I ain't in the Bulletproof today. Like, I'm outside the Bulletproof, what it is. Like, pull up if you really want it. Like, pull up. So he basically dropping his nuts on them guys and letting them know, like, hey, I'm still really like that. Don't forget I'm Brazy. You know what I'm saying? So he telling them boys, hey, I'm Brazy all the way. So don't get it misunderstood. And I guess he had a comfortable ride sliding through, but Finesse, you gonna have to step it up a little more than that. We expecting, a response, man, and you ain't giving us nothing. Like, even if it's just for the entertainment part, you at least could give us that, because you literally owe this man. Like, the whole world is on this man's side, and you basically thinking you gonna just let it pass over. I think this gonna be one of them joints that if you don't address it where it stands, when it comes and it approaches, when it's time, it's gonna go down. Or a lot of people just ain't gonna feel like they gonna look out for you in a situation when you may really need them, because ain't nobody trying to get got. If you standing on business, if they looking out for you, you standing on business, it's a fair exchange. If I give you something and I'm down bad, I expect the same love. You feel me? So like, I don't think you're gonna be able to get away with it that easy, Finesse. But let's go ahead and roll over to the T.I. and the Lil T.I. situation at the Falcons game, where Lil King, he turned up a little bit. He even went as far as calling out his parents and saying they drunk, so they need to chill out. go to a bench and sleep it off or something. But personally, T.I., Big T.I. I'm speaking of, he was right. Tiny was right. I agree with them. Like, it seemed like King was a little aggravated the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was looking for something to start or expose or get popping, I don't know, to make his live go up or something, I don't know. Whether it's a publicity stunt or anything, but, you know, when your boy T.I. told him, you can't do nothing with me, like, that was fair game. Like, after that, he should have went on and slept off whatever he was on, because T.I. told him straight up, boy, you can't do with me. You know what I'm saying? He let him know what it was, and I respect T.I. for that. You know, you gotta keep Junior in check. You let him know, like, T.I., you handle that. I know the world basically saying, like, there's issues that need to be addressed. It ain't no issues. He's just telling them the truth. Boy, you grew up with a silver spoon. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never slide. You ain't never go to jail for selling drugs, or, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really like that. Like, you go to jail, you gonna be scared straight. Basically telling them, like, hey, there ain't nothing to glorify, so stop trying to act like you tough and live that gangster image, because it ain't nothing to be proud of. You know, T.I. came about that, and he proud to say he away from that. Like, he can still get it, you know what I mean, still get it slimy in the streets, but he rather, you know, sit back, make his money, do his podcast and stuff of that nature, and just chill and relax and enjoy the fruits of his labor. But Junior, he trying basically show the world that he a gangster, when that's not what we want to see. Like, I remember when Bow Wow signed to Cash Money, and everybody was saying, like, Bow Wow ain't no gangster, you know, and I was saying, like, he don't have to be a gangster to sign with Cash Money. And a lot of people was wondering how he was going to start rapping, whether he was going to start rapping gangster, which he did a little bit of that. But still, like I said, like, Bow Wow never came off as gangster to me, so I thought it was a good look for him. And, you know, I was proud of him, you know, to land something like that. So, basically, you could be a little Bow Wow, King, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be gangster to sell 1 million records if that's what you really want to do. Like, you don't have to be a gangster. All you got to do is be you. Be real. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is going to get you where you're going. But if you study trying to portray this gangster image like, oh, I'm the biggest G in the world, that's going to find you. Because trust me, somebody going to test you. They don't care if you T.I., son. If you keep doing that, somebody going to test your gangster. And, you know, you might have to call your father to get you out of some situation. Because I recall Boosie saying, like, because to the Raw, he was spazzing out on YoungBoy and Kodak for not clearing his records, which, you know, you got folks saying, like, it's because of the beef that Boosie and YoungBoy got, and Boosie and Kodak got, which, you know, he connected, so that's why they ain't clearing the records. Which, that could be true, you know? Like, I feel like it play a small percentage, but that's not the real reason. Like, you got to have a banger when it come to records, and then that's the whole thing. Like, when it come to records like that, and you got them, stop waiting to put them out, because you never know what's going to happen down the line. You know how this industry go. So, if I get a big record, I'm putting it out, especially if I'm on a come up. Like, I'm trying everything to make something shake. So I'm I'm gonna go ahead and put that record out. If I'd have got me a Young Boy record early on or a Kodak record, like I'm putting it straight out. I'm not gonna wait till late, and then when I know there's a little tension in the air, I'm not gonna even reach out and ask you for the clearance of the record, like, which I'm sure 9 times out of 10 you even got the record for a good price or you got it off the strength. With Young Boy, I'm pretty sure you got it off the strength, like, cause he was over there kicking it with Boosie. I don't know whether Boosie gave you a verse that Young Boy did for him, and like, hey, you try Clip, and maybe Boosie on the record, but the whole thing is you gotta understand that you gotta keep grinding. You ain't even putting in that footwork of artistry that you should be. And Boosie, he got a lot of faith in his son. Like, he basically said he don't want to get a call that his son done did something that's irreversible. And I understand, you know what I'm saying? I understand what Boosie is saying, but the whole situation was, people in the comments was basically saying like, hey, Boosie, you need to be worried about your son. Hopefully he don't get hurt, because people basically saying he's still green, which Tootie, he give me a little gangster, you know what I'm saying? But if you not willing to go to jail, which, the last time you got booked, Boosie said you was wilding out, like people was telling you all types of stuff. Like they said they told you, you could, all you had to do was flush the toilet and they'll let you go home and stuff like that. And, telling you all types of goofiness and you was going for it, but you had to sit there. Like, Boosie did that for a reason. He wanted you to wake up and realize this is real. Like, don't think that this gangster lifestyle just come with glamorous. No, it comes with that type of time. Like, don't think you're gonna keep saying this, that, and the other, and it ain't gonna get slimy, because that's where you lead. So if y'all want to go pop, y'all need to do that. That's what y'all need to do. Like, y'all got, and then the crazy thing is, y'all got fathers that's gangster rappers and trap music artists, successful, but y'all don't take no tips from them on how to make y'all songs. Or what should I really be talking about that? Or what should I talk about if I want to talk about this? Like, what's some stuff that I could say? You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole situation with, though, you gotta understand that when y'all got these connections, y'all need to be like, hey, I need some pointers. Like, don't be too prideful with, though, you think you so good you can't take no pointers. Now, I believe Tootie Raw got 200K subs or something like that number, which is good. That's awesome. I don't know how much Kane got, but like Tootie Raw, like I listen to him every now and then. Like, he can actually do something with it, but he's still just waiting on that one big record to send him over the top. And hopefully he get it, and hopefully he changes lane. That'll be even better. So that's my opinion on them situations, y'all. Y'all stay out the way and don't be, trolling them kids like that. Y'all know how these kids is these days. They just want to be accepted, and they think that's the only way. If anything, just, pray for them, show them love, give them support, and see where they go from there. But this the truth over here. We tell the truth and nothing but the truth, and it always gonna be the truth. I'ma holler at y'all later. I'm out.